That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermornings. I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming to you over the airways on WNTF. Never mind the furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org. Your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and other creatives. Right now, IndieCD will be undergoing some maintenance, so they're not taking new applicants, right? But you can find some really great creatives there throughout the maintenance time. Joyce assured me that it's going to be up most of the time, so be sure to check that out. Now, we are also made possible by sales of The Simple Sword, The Fighting Axe, and The Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others. My assorted sci-fi volumes and Hates and Hellfire, A Dark Secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Now, let's get right into some accountability. Yesterday was a very interesting day for me. Between the end of Monday and well into early this morning. By early, I mean like 1 a.m. Actually got a lot done. Most of it was family stuff, dishes, a lot of the cleaning. And honestly, the weather was nice, so I spent some time outside. I have the wrong glasses. I'll get those fixed. I knew my art wasn't quite working right. Now, I did, and I have been working on, up to right before the start of the stream, ongoing art project that I have. I have a lot on my plate, so I've had to kind of do the pre-work for it because this Thursday is my RPG night. I will be at Benton County doing what I do for the teenagers and the teens and tweens. I'm going to be redoing all their character designs in the next couple days. I also have some dungeon maintenance to do. So I'll be doing some game design that way. Let me get that turned off. So I'm looking forward to a good bit of busy work there. I have more work on the Poor Sword Master's Guide as I am able to bang that out, and I have more work on Haints and Hellfire 2 as I am banging that out. A lot of juggling. It's just we're still playing catch up after last month's series of debacles. It's a fascinating time. Um, I have probably today, if all goes well, to shoot a video for Nick Knows Nerf so I can wrap up the majority of my backlog and get into some newer content newer planned content. And once that backlog is wrapped up, I can take the next dive on the cleaning efforts behind me. So there's a lot going on. It shouldn't take me this long, but it does. Yay. The joys of dealing with ADHD and executive dysfunction. So, what else has been going on? I, last night, very late last night, I got to hear the coyotes calling out and getting closer and closer and closer as they sometimes do, and I had to go run them off. Running off coyotes is not something that is fun, but it's something I've had a lot of experience doing. One of those dread necessities in my hold on. Dread necessities in my life. But we make do with that. It's it's interesting to deal with that sort of thing. But part of my job, being who and what I am, is when things go bump around my home, I'm obligated to bump back somewhat, and I have. So, I still got more sleep than I've gotten in quite some time. I'm starting to catch up on that front. Just, we go through arcs where everything works, and then we go through arcs where everything just kind of doesn't. And the only thing we can do is roll with it a bit. So that's what I've been doing. Now, I may um, do streaming of the artwork I'm going to be doing beyond, if I can get through the three I have to do today. I may get some on time to work on some of my other projects. I am even considering doing a commission-a-thon kind of thing in the future, where for a low cost, you guys PayPal me and I draw whatever you want for under certain provisions. We're not sure. This is something that's in the works. I am looking forward to a discussion. Now, on the author side of things, I want to check. I'm genuinely curious. Who besides myself is a writes nonfiction? Because I know Carl writes nonfiction, and I know BKM writes nonfiction from time to time. I'm just curious, because I'd like to see how your nonfiction sales stack up with your fiction sales, because I've basically stabilized at roughly $20 a month income, and I'd like to get past that hump into the next set. And so far, my nonfiction it outsells my fiction many times over, which is tragic because my fiction is very good, and my fiction does move when I can make it to conventions. But focusing primarily on online sales for now, I'm curious. So I want to know about that. I also want to let you guys know, if you haven't heard, that April 26th is Independent Bookshops Day, Indie Bookshops Day, where the idea is, if you're going to buy books, please buy them from small, local, and independent bookstores. I know they're becoming harder to find. It's part of why these kind of days are involved. There are quite a few in Illinois, in the Peoria area. There aren't many in Indiana, in my area. I'm looking for them. If I can find some more, I will try to post them. Uh, but if you want to throw links for your favorite local bookshop, please do. Uh, there is a shortage of such wonderful places. And that makes Mr. Brochard sad. And you may not know who he is, but you might find out once you get to read the second Hates and Hellfire. So I want to know about that. I also want to know what you guys are doing to attract new clientele. How are we making things better for ourselves? It's very easy to complain and be caught up in being upset about cause and event kind of things. But right now, I want to focus on what we're going to do about it for a bit. Okay? So, I've been asked to suspend IndieCD's ad because Joe is not taking new applications right now. So what I'm going to do is I am going to run another ad in that slot. And because, Trey is married to Joe, it's only fair. I'll run her ad, and then we'll hop over and we'll bang out some art. And I want to get to it so that I can really deep dive what we need to do. All right. And then I will, check your keep up with the conversation best I can. So here's what Trey's ad has to say, and then we'll get into your comments a little bit more, and then we'll get art. So be back in a minute. Alrighty. I'm getting nice comment dumps, so I'm pleased with that. First through the door is Trelena. Good morning, all. Currently in a meeting. Hope to be off lurk mode by the time the show starts. It's not by the fact that she isn't. That means her meeting must be very spicy. All the love in the world this happy hump day to Trelena. And morning, Foxy. Morning, all you folks. And hey, Foxy, silent wave to lurking Trey. That's nice of you, Donna. And hey, hi, Sarah. How you doing? I know normally I flirt up Donna, but she's gotten to express it. And I haven't seen you around. It's always good when Sarah rises from her crypt to deign and visit us. We are only a few weeks away from the start of guild practices down here, which means options for training and entertainment for you should you be in the area suddenly. And I know you are supposed to get your stuff together and get down to Lafayette. So you need to do that so that you can come do this. And we shall see from there. And Donna's greeting Sarah. And we've got lots of greetings. Hello, Thesis. And Thesis is always greeting the ladies because it's Thesis. He's a smooth operator. Anyway, good morning, Dawn. And Dawn is, of course, the mastermind behind the stories of Buddy and Georgette, her fanciful felines. And Indie CD 411, which I will run ads for as soon as I find out that there are more happening. Let's see. Greetings. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Carl. And sorry to be late. I was watching a video about a fake author who claimed to be a best-selling author. Wondered why I'd never heard of him. See, that's fascinating. I've got some people I have followed online for sales advice that I occasionally wonder. They seem a touch dubious, and I don't want to. I'm torn between wanting to advance through good technique on marketing and keyword manipulation, cover design, things like that, which is why Haints and Hellfire's cover looks so different than my other covers. Verse, making sure I'm not using some of the techniques that I find scammier, like AI shortcuts. I don't think that's right or just. So I can understand getting pulled into a video like that. Brother, and oh dark bolt. Hello, Sarah. How goes? And fascinating story of fake reviews, false claims, and grifts. I'm intrigued by that. And hey, Sarah, welcome back. BRB Inigo wants his morning treat. I'm sure he does. And I enjoyed company last night. May need to do another puzzle stream. Oh, that sounds great. Ooh, what were you watching? Intrigued. Link, thank you. It's been torture not being in the chats. You have been missed, my dear. Dude, and much sadness. I recorded 2 videos on Monday, but one of the 2 looks horrible. The picture's all grainy and it's hard to see the movement. Gonna try again later with a different app. Sometimes that can happen with oh god, my eye just with the if you're recording online, so you may need to record it locally and then upload it. Also, be careful, guys, if you're streaming to YouTube. It is better to, once you have multiple channels set up, to possibly stream to the other channels and then put the VOD up on YouTube, because YouTube hides the anything that comes out of StreamYard as a in the live stream tab, not under the videos. So people will come to your site and not think you've done anything recently. That's why I've been tinkering with my Nick Knows Nerf expressly for YouTube does not get streamed out the way it does to Twitch or the others. We're gonna see. Now I may do a longer Nick Knows Nerf stream if there is interest, with a whole bunch of blasters to answer questions, comments, whatever. We can talk about that. I'm planning something rather special for Nick Knows Nerf of the educational side. Meant to be a resource for especially parents coming into the foam flinging to prevent some of the problems that I foresee. But we'll see. You know me, I've always got a lot of irons on the fire. Hey, Carl. And bummer for doing the same video twice. There's something you can check and make sure it's working here out, or I've never done a video. YouTube, Lamau, not the green room to know. Well, Sarah, I think it might not be a bad opportunity for you to consider getting on and setting up your own channels and get the streaming out there, because you are a charismatic, a creative, energetic person. And there's no reason why you wouldn't do very well. I think the program I was using and my spotty internet was the problem, Sarah. I'm going to either try using my phone or a more direct source next time. That's a good idea. Don't forget to like and share, folks. I know you're subscribed. And I gotcha. Wow, sorry, Thesis. And Dawn, yes. Perhaps some warning this time. And Botrix has joined the channel. I like that. One thing about Botrix joining the channel is it tells me exactly when 10 o'clock is. And better like and subscribe. I've noticed many views with a sizable chunk not hitting the like button in the reruns, unless just watching Still still cracks out the cat of nine tails. A warning would have been helpful, yes. I was at work and went straight to recording. Went home last night, so I didn't get much chance to join. And after 3 attempts to toss the like into the slot, I slip it in quietly. Nice. I'm wondering if I'm subscribed to your YouTube channel, Dawn. I don't get notifications of it, which needs to be corrected as well. My problem isn't that I don't get notifications, it's that I get hundreds of notifications. So I have to weed out a few things. Carl, I'm not exactly subtle about the liking. Maybe not so subtle. And there's the channel for Don DeLosses. Like into the slot. Here we go. Absolutely. Juggles doggy treat like drops both. It happens. It's more of a test than anything. I may do a quick post, but it's more a spontaneous thing for me. And that's going to happen. Good morning, all. Training over. Good morning, Trey. I hope you're having a good morning. And thank you for sharing, Thesis. Good morning, folks. Congrats, Trey. Joe, greetings. And we got Nick Glasses, got it fixed. Morning, Joe and Trey. Many thanks again for my tea set and my tea. Indeed, tea was powerful. There will be an Indie CD Creatives at Play tonight. Going to get the stream set up in a little bit. Still working on the Indie CD site. Laptop went all wonky. I think I got it at least finagled enough to get into live chats. As many as I can, anyway. Yay, Joe. Cool, Sarah. Glad you were enjoying it. You enjoy it, Bladed and Foxy? Nice, Joe. Yes, Nichols. I have some dungeon maintenance to do as well. Walked into that one. There are places darker than the green room. My mind went there, Sarah. Well done. I am a hot... So either you are a hit or miss, or you are a hot mess for tonight. Depends on how my appointments go. Fully understand. Good luck with them. Hit or miss. And good luck with the appointments, Dawn, but don't feel like you have to be there for it. I should be working on something tonight. What will I work on? Who knows? If you can't be there, Dawn, I can hop on to take over the comment reading. Okay, thank you. Love you all. Pinky Wiggles for all. Lost some things on here and some things added to the invasion of my accounts on the Chromebook. Passwords will have to be obtained probably in person with AMC and a couple other sites. I kind of love that Pinky Wiggles has become a stand-in for I Love You in this group. Yes, agreed, Blade. It's cute, even if it's difficult for me to do. I can picture it from the first attempts at making a heart with the hands. Yes, I have a couple of nonfiction, and they used to sell much better than fiction. Per nonfiction, Nichols, I have works in mind that will take a bit, but will be out there. Excellent. I suddenly have very needy little girl today, LOL. And we're gonna do this. Morning, bunnies. Good morning, Robin Yoda. I hope you're doing well. Eventually, since I have to do with deep dives of research and education on specific topics. Excellent. Aw, Dawn, give her a squish for me. Of course, Munsey Book is free, so it's very popular around the world. I'm huge in Australia. So you have a list of all your other books in the back of your Munsey Book as a way to support it, or even in the front on a page that says, if you want to support keeping the Munsey Book free, consider buying these volumes, and has a list, all available on lulu.com. Volumes like, I don't know, maybe. No, that's not what I'm looking for. That is.
In 1948, a man was found dead on the beach. But he hadn't just washed up. Oh no, he was very nicely propped up against the seawall, very well dressed. But there were no labels in his clothes. They had all been cut out. Very mysterious, the police thought. And then they found, rolled up in his pocket, a piece of paper from a novel that said Tom Shud. When they finally traced it, it came back to the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. But it got even more strange, because in the back of the book, when they found that it had been torn out of, there was a code, a secret code that has not been cracked to this very day. When they finally found his suitcase, it had a mysterious jumble of items, some which were very hard to explain. Also in the back of the book was the phone number of a very mysterious nurse. What did she have to do with the death of the Somerton man? Find Death and Love Down Under, a novel by Carl Witzman, on Lulu.com in both ebook and print format.
And let's see. Boop, 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 boop. And yes, I wonder why the death of the Somerton man might have something to do with Australia. Hey, Robin, I freaking dissect like crazy. Woohoo! Hi, Georgette. Hey, Robin, I watch a replay of the stream. It's very calming. It really is, which is why I have to be careful because one, Twitch really hates me, and I can comment, but anytime I comment, it bumps me off Twitch and I have to go all the way back in. I don't know why. Robin, I've been absent since you've been in here recently. Well, we're glad you're both back. I love having entertaining and intelligent women in my life. I'm spoiled for such. That's great. We used to have a bookstore, actual record store here. They both closed down years ago. Much sadness, indeed. Very sad this town needs something like that. Everyone says Peoria doesn't have anything anymore. We actually have quite a bit if you know where to look. How? So everyone did it. At least I'm holding up well. Forgetful, time for meds. Oops, it happens. Get your meds. And I almost worked at a record store because I was within walking distance of my house, and I was there every day. It happens. The show starts. So, geez. No, this show starts. Haven't been around, dang. Dawn, I have all the streams and playlists on YouTube. They are wonderful. Doing pretty good, Robin. Got some videos recorded for my channel last night, but so far only one is usable. I'm not sure if I'm subbed to YouTube. I was watching on Twitch. My babies, one usable video is better than none. Yes, that video caused some very intense streams. It can. Understand 411 is kind of on hiatus until we figure out the newest medical round of what the fudge. Fair enough, but I will always give you that little plug and nudge because I love you. LOL at Foxy. And Nick, there are lots of experts on YouTube that I've never seemed to heard of. Lots of them seem to be 14 years old. True. Uh-oh, Dawn. Good morning, everyone, and happy hump day. Good morning, Chris. I hope you had an enjoyable Earth Day. Yes, I did. I spent a lot of it outside playing with my son. Donna, weather balloon down north of Muncie. Chris, squee. Everybody's got greetings. Accountability. First class of quarter attended. All Baker's live streams uploaded and playlisted on YouTube. Well done, Miss Robin. Hey, Chris. Robin, a mutual acquaintance of ours from high school, actually should be starting her streamer career, but I can't I won't out her per se because I'm not sure what her online handle is going to be. But it may be interesting. Remind me, I'll mention it. Hey, Chris. Thank you, Sarah. Heart monitor comes off today, and I have it echo my heart. So easy appointments, just extra internal stress. Well, you have breathing exercises. You have focus. You know how to deal with this. Hmm. This platform jealousy and annoyance with StreamYard, mostly because they hate that they didn't come up with their platform in the first place, is ridiculous. There's enough pie for them all. Indeed. Truly hate having season allergies. My nose is running a marathon this morning. I understand. Pie. Absolutely empathize with extra stress. You're welcome. We aren't women who sink cycle, but medical yuck. Or that and water heaters, I think. Heart monitors are no fun. Had to do that before. Oh man, 9 legs with only one more for double digits. I have faith that we'll crack that. May you get more answers from it than I did, Dawn. And hey, Chris. So walked into that one with the dungeon. Very much had to relate that sentiment. LOL. Indeed. And I don't mind walking and ending up in a dungeon. It won't be the first time. Thank you, Foxy. I think it picked up some things that was going on. Glad the monitor comes off today. A thesis lived the allergy life too. I have previous books in my, a list of previous books, all my other books. But now that you asked for it on the monthly book, I went all paranoid. Now I have to check. Good. Paranoid, Carl? Never. Woo! I did it. And link to Indie CD. Thanks for scaring me, Nick. Ha 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 ha. And thanks for the ad. My pleasure. Anyone have an exhibit they would like to experience? I need to come up with an idea for homework. Interesting. I need to understand the question better. What do you mean an exhibit I'd like to experience? Is there a specific exhibit that I know is going to be at a museum or something that I want to go see? Or do you have a specific art installation? What is... I need more information. Yes, all this. This is words. By the way, I was looking at merch sold for the Beetlejuice. Oh my, there's a little Ouija board game that's for sale. Even for novelty and play. Yeah, Ouija boards are idiotic. Any dinosaur exhibits. Oh, yes. I was so freaking disturbed that not cool to have to clean up after. Yes. Those are terrible. I hate them with a passion. Depends on what you mean by exhibit. My current thoughts are homework for family stories such as education popular. Okay, you would like to see are you thinking like my current thoughts for homework are family stories as education pottery? Interesting. Local place has a bit of pottery. Message notification is what you do to get my Beetlejuice comment, Nichols, and the sale price, don't do it. I have a nice local museum people enjoy and visit. Need to see some gem exhibits up in Galena, Illinois area. All right, I caught through the comments. Yes, I was appalled when I noticed that nasty bit for sale. I'm going to switch over real quick, which means there may be some delay, but we'll run some nice chill music. Actually, I'm going to run Feeding the Ducks. I haven't chilled to Feeding the Ducks in a bit. And I know it's repetitive, but the rhythm gets me going. I'll add this to stage. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a project I'm working on for my gamers. We will just file, let's see, save that. And we will put that away. And we will do this. And I know you guys are going to tell me time lapse, which I am monstrously behind on uploading, but that's there too. Alrighty. And we're going to just get, I have a fancy layout that gets me out of the way better. So I always am that much of the corner of the screen? I may have to tinker with that, but it'll do. Alrighty, now, let's see what we have here. Ooh, Fun Robin. check your recents if you can. I'll see what you just. Let's see. My net sucks. Well, we'll see. We'll see when that pops up. I will give you a commentary. Before Foxy say time lapse. Dinosaur Quarry and Topaz Mountain. I want to go to Topaz Mountain. Dig my own stuff? Yes, please. We actually are looking for good places in our area to gem mine. Robin, I love looking at anything. My brain always wants to learn. So asking me that question, my response will always be yes. Time lapse. Foxy teasing. Topaz and Dino Quarry. Take a course on museum curation that encompasses collections. Well then. Robin, nice. I would look into I would love to see an exhibit on women warriors throughout history, because it would be a lovely counterpoint to this applied Handmaid's Tale politic that is going on right now. Something about the Chiviesas, perhaps bring up Jagarina. There are a lot of really, really great options there. And I know Chicago Institute of Art actually has some armor that was made for women. You can tell by the way the hips are articulated, because you have to do very different things to articulate for the skeletal structure of women when you start working with full plate armor than what's simply done for men, as well as the knees, the slight bowing of the thighs. The structure gets very interesting. And Ron, see Cats exhibit in Chicago that's cold, painful. Keep it entertained, lots of kitties, and all about the Women Warrior exhibit. Okay, cool. So we're going to open up with a very chill method, and I'm really digging this springish weather, and I wish I were doing stuff with it right now, but I'm going to we're going to keep it nice and light with our airbrush tool. I don't really want to go dark with this. I want to go very, very light. I am itching mightily for a beach day, to be honest. So I guess we're doing that. Let's do that. Let's do a beach day. So we've got this nice, very, very nice feeling, just chill. Yes. Women as warriors, and perhaps how warfare has affected women. You could compare and contrast the media depiction of women throughout history versus the actuality of women in history. I think that could be very useful and very powerful. Alrighty then. Oh yeah. We're just going to give ourselves a nice, very smooth horizontal. I'm keeping a slight arc and varied pressure to allow for the difference in light as though it's coming through the waves. One of the benefits of growing up in the Michigan City, Indiana area is the Michigan City beach is such, and I mean it, such a lovely place to visit. Uh, Now it can have some rowdier elements certain times of the year and certain times of the day, but especially if you go in the mornings, it is absolutely magical. One could easily be mistaken into thinking that they were in the Caribbean or the Maldives on a certain glassy day. The surf fishing is far better than anyone wants to admit because it's something of a secret. Uh, the snorkeling can be quite pleasant for one such as me. One just has to be wary of the potential of rip currents, which is why I like to do things on still glassy days. So we're just going to work these waves in just like this. And believe it or not, I am actually using the same shade. Whoop. Sorry, we got interactive experience. Absolutely. I would say women in general, because, well, see, this is where you have different options. I'm surprised Thesis hasn't jumped right in, but Eastern women culturally versus the Western depiction of women. There are some really fun bits of slightly tawdry history, such as the what is it? The divorce wars. If a man divorced a woman and remarried within a year, the offended party would gather a group of her female fighters and schedule a raid upon the home of the offending, perceived home wrecker, and you would have women engaging in combat. It could be very, very fun. And yes, the Rejected website, Rejected Princesses, is a great jumpstart for concepts. Let's see. Try on the armor. Yes. Yes. All the love. I mean, I'm really big on the idea of using martial arts to empower women and fighting that dang the Victorian English people. My gosh, did they ruin things. Alrighty, we have a very delightful, very mellow kind of water. Okay, you have a good day, Chris Walker. Thank you for coming by. You are a hero. And to what Sarah sent me, heck to the no. But there we go. Now I'm gonna put the water just a bit because it's my thing, and I can put a little bit of the green, because water usually when the light is going through it will take on a slightly greenish tone, assuming there's a measure of depth to it. So I want to do this. Now this is where I'd normally be a little bit tempted to lighten that up. Just lighter, that greenish tone. To use the blur tool, but I really don't want to. I want to keep a little more mechanical on this one. But yes, if you have the chance, at some point, I do recommend you go up and see Lake Michigan. Um, uh, if you're going up north, and you live in, you're comfortable with the more urban environment, and you're willing to pay a little bit. Washington Park is delightful the right time of year and the right time of day. Again, it's one of those earlier in the morning is usually better. Uh, you may not always want to be in Washington Park after dark, uh, although it's magical, but it can get a little rowdy later in the summer. Um, Plus, that gives you a chance to see the Washington Park Zoo, which is phenomenal. A great little zoo you can easily tour in an afternoon, but you can find amusement and interest to retour, to revisit frequently. Anyway, cut that in like so. Actually, I don't want that. I want slight mute to it. Um, and we'll do this like this. Oh, this should be on another layer. Hold on. That way, when I make it in failing, they make a mistake, it isn't, a wash. But now, if you like a little bit more rugged and you don't mind a pebbly beach, the National Lake Shore's Kemmel Beach, if you can find the parking, you may have to hike quite a bit, is phenomenal. I really need to go out there and do some snorkeling. I haven't been able to do some snorkeling out there, and I've always mean to, but something always gets in the way. So I might do that this summer. I might plan a trip up north. Oop. I need to leave a little bit of indicator so I can find that leg later, because I'm going to have to play with the colors a bit, but that'll do, because I am going to have to thicken these legs up. But there we go. Because the ramp has to be runnable. The Michigan City Beach is really quite lovely, and I do heartily encourage you to go check that out. Kemmel Beach is nice. Now, if you want a more secluded or you have small children, if you can make it to LaPorte, Indiana, and you look up Soldiers Memorial Park, there is a truly delightful beach on Stone Lake. Stone Lake is a very small lake attached to Pine Lake, and absolutely adorable. So I know it's quite early to be thinking about such things, but I find it to be a better thing to decide your plans early so you have time to make them manifest. There we go. Because a lot of people, one, they factor, oh, I have all this time, but you really don't have that much time. Because there are days you're going to be busy no matter what. There are going to be days like the 4th of July, which, unless you are into crowds, and frankly, most of my audience tends towards the introverted, the beach gets incredibly crowded. I think you have to keep in mind the limited number of days you actually have, and to pay attention to the weather, not the calendar. Let's see. Point, point. Let's see. Lots to ponder. Thank you, everyone. Well, I hope we've given you something to work with. I need some help, more help than you could ever want. That's how we roll. We live to quiche people. In the case of quiching, that is the term for lovingly nodding, nudging, and otherwise bothering people into ascension. Also, better news for me: skin cream might be working. Very glad to hear that you're shirtless, sleeping on the rough side. And then a whole bunch of great Chinese warrior references. And was a waving laptop, right, Nichols? When I saw such thing and the fact that cut the price make it easier to attain, I cringed. Sounds like a good idea for sure, but not the thing to mess with. Oh my gosh, brother, I do hope midnight returns to your live streams. I meant to say that things have been so much. Now I know. I just now thought, if you were talking about midnight, my rooster, he has become very, 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 very puberty hit him hard, and he's not a very nice rooster at all. Unless there's something else you're referencing. I'll just thought, besides commenting and watching the reruns. Been watching Take Discord a few days. Nice. Memorial Day is a big one for extended family get together. Some moved out of the country prior to the 4th of July. I understand. Huzzah, Dave. How are you? And we got greetings for Dave and Muncie Clan. My coworker called me the Sailor Moon of SharePoint. Oh, that is beautiful. I sadly identified with Melvin. Anyway, I ask about your clan because my clan is doing nothing yet today. Ahem. Hi, game. Carl, our clan reached level 4. We're close to level 5, but points still a bit away. Yay, Don! I always adopt the children of my friends after losing a dozen by eye. Yeah. I've just become an anti by proxy. That's beautiful and nice. Okay, let me just get working back here. Do 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 do. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Da-dum. Now I've tune completely stuck in my head. Thank you. Oh, it's been a while. Yeah, why not? Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Gotta be careful, but. And we'll do this. We'll just do a little bit of. Do, 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 do. I want to narrow that hat down a little bit. And let's see. Hide current comment. Today it's rainy day. Nothing wrong with being an ant. We love that. Phone call, be right back. Oh, and I was free to midnight. Oh, thesis back in college days. I see. Well, that's just between me and my siblings, Foxy. When they adopt you back, it's a great guy. I've been reconnected. Oh, I missed that part. Sorry. Well, it's a fun Aunt Sarah. No midlife crisis. Well, sometimes you just need to do adjustment. What's on the doodle agenda? Well, right now I'm just I'm in a beachy mood. So I am, oh wait, no, I need to do a little bit of repair on this hat. This hat is a little much. Once I got the, oh, don't like that part, hold on. There we go. We can do this like so. Oh, there we go. Made the hat a little too big, but I can erase it a little bit. There we go. I am a real sucker for a floppy hat. SPF 5000. Oh, you're not the only one, dear. But totally worth it. Totally worth it. Now, we are an hour in, which means I'm about on schedule. You know what? I know what this needs. Come back here. Crossing the streams just a little bit, but that's okay. There we go. And we'll just give it a nice little orange banner. Rock through a normal 20? Yeah. No, because now it looks like it got shot down. There we go. Lost Skyriders. Shenanigans of some Irish pain. Look, if I had to buy 2 bottles of SPF 70, would it be SPF 40? Would it be? Oh, God, that's terrible. That's funny. Okay, now I'm going to just sign off on this and just call this one a pleasant evening, morning, whatever this thing is. And then we have to decide what we want for the next one. So suggestions are open. Okay. So we'll go file, save as beach morning. And it will be exported to PNG. And then we will go here. Oh, wait, no. We still have to export the time lapse. Very simple picture. Nothing. Yeah, I think there was. Ooh, fruit tart for breakfast does sound nice. Oh, and I totally typoed that. Nobody caught me. Oh well. This does make me miss the days when I was running the hot dog cart at the beach. It was a beautiful time. But we come here. We come here. We check. No, we are not in Goudy Stout. Did one project Goudy Stout. Now it won't give me my papyrus. I have to scroll to get my papyrus. There we go. And that will be for the 28th. Cool. I really should have made the plane bigger and done that, but I think I'll just do this. That'll do. And export JPEG because it doesn't need to be as high res. NTF 428 25. Man, this year is flying by. Boom and boom. Alrighty. That one is done. I will go make a new one. Get set up for that. I will time lapse it so I don't forget. And then I will stop my music and I will run an ad. Who's that? I'll run Thesis. Is that a spring ad?
Welcome, friends. I'm Belated Thesis, and this is my tea house. Come join me every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time as we discuss Chinese culture, history, philosophy, and of course, martial arts. You can find me at youtube.com/BLADEDTH3SIS. Pull up a chair, grab a cup of tea, or the drink of your choice, and join the discussion.
Alrighty. Oh, I'm sorry. And yes, I am having some of my leftover Cadbury Robin's eggs from Easter. They were a substitution for what we ordered from Walmart, and it was a thing. But giving children sugar is always fun. Alrighty, we need... Oh, bye, Donna. We need ideas, or I'm going to start drawing. And you know what? Let's put something on from our dear friend Dan Hollifield. Um, and we'll do highly energetic particles boogie. And oh wow, you pulled out of your fire lunch. I've seen that. Wow, so much love. Alrighty. I have. Let me get rid of that dot. Let's just kind of play this out a bit. See what the shape is going to give me. It's going to give me one of these kind of dealies. And for tonight, yes, tonight's going to be a good one. Indie CD at Play is going to be a very interesting one. It depends on if I can get some stuff done. I may actually participate, but it depends on if I can get enough work to get to the play to be done. There we go. And I'm still at the sketchy sketch phase. Boy, that's miles of forehead. That wasn't intended. That was not the Loomis method. Anyway, it should be here. I can do it like this. There we go. Now, sounds like my neighbor is mowing, which is good. It will mean some background noise. Do let me know if it becomes a bother. But I'm just going to keep drawing this person until I figure out comments. Nichols Cadbury Farms. That bunny fam. That bunny fam. I had a rabbit when I was very young. It did not do so well. But put this kind of sketchy character here. I don't know what to do with him yet. I don't know even what he's doing. But I'm going to just keep working at it. Oh, bye, Robin. Have a great day. Reach out if I can do anything for you, dearie. You know that. This is very gestury drawing, just getting some practice and not really doing anything too in-depth yet. Playing a little bit with the funky angle. It's almost Nerf time. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll draw him with the Nerf blast. Go here. And go here. That's going to have to be a Chonker's pistol. Which is fine. Nothing wrong with a Chonker's pistol. Make me work. Make me work on it. I see how it is. Force me to draw hands that actually hand. The indignity of it all. We'll make it a top prime, even though I hate top primes. I'm actually going to be doing a mod kit to convert one of my top prime blasters into a pump action. I'm looking forward to doing that. I'll probably do a video on that after I do a video on that guy. That's down there. This. Draw some speed lines. This is largely influenced by a rival, I'll say knockout. Not my favorite blaster, but it is very identifiable as not a firearm, so I'll do that. And like I said, influenced but not defined as. Well, decide what kind of sleeves to give this fella. Chest, abs. Wow, dude's got abs. Got his workouts going. Do that. Put his focus on. Waffle head. Does that look flat? Yes. Is it purposely flat? Kinda. I am using this as a just a quick test. But we'll play with proportions in a second. Don't worry, I've got an idea. That. One of those Henleys. I'm a big Henley fan. They're nice shirts. There we go. I'm gonna draw this way. This right here. Ah, that went screwy for a second. That's okay. This will give us a nice bit of near miss action. A little bit of Nerf war. Yes. The Turkish, I want to say ex-police officer who was came in second with almost no gear on his precision targeting pistol in the world's most laid-back stance. Incredibly talented person. All right. The reason that has nothing on it is for many years there was a ad that said it's Nerf or nothing, and I'm a big. I like a lot of the brands, so I'm gonna do, a nothing dart here. We'll make it a proper waffle dart, so we'll just, there we go. This will give it a little more. Ah. Oh, big stretch, hold on. Oh, whew. That was something. And yeah. Let me go here. Let me go here. Here. I'm just having fun with it right now. Now we'll come over, give it another layer, get my. I might just rock the G pen. We might just go old school. Are we liking the G pen today? Yeah, we kind of are. It's a little heavy. But it's also really big right now. No, it's not. It's only at 8. But still, I just need to do an ink job on this. And if you guys have any thoughts for the next one, feel free to wade in. If not, I may do a random generator kind of thing. Do this. Down this. Give them a little more focus. Do that. We're going to do that. That does sound like my neighbor. Sounds like he's mowing my front lawn, which is very nice of him. Oh yeah, he is. Now, do this. We're going to do this. Just keep rocking at it. I'm forcing myself to do things I'm uncomfortable with, which is draw it at a slightly more confident speed than I usually do. Do this, do this, do this, do this. Today is the 23rd. And I'm just hopping and popping, guys. Nope, we lost some folks. That's okay. I've decided this is going to be a break barrel at least. That's a little mod piece there, a little. I mean, gotta have fun with blasters. One of my I have a to-do list of blasters. I want to mod a couple, and like I said, the part should be in for one of them as early as tomorrow. It's funny, I made all that joke about the nothing on here, but I'm actually heavily referencing some of my preferred Nerf blasters. So there's that. That's a thing that's happening. There we go. I'm a little sad because it looks like they may be killing off my favorite Nerf line, at least for a while. So we'll put another over here too. I want that progression, like they're obviously shooting. I like this. If I do this one just a bit bigger. Or not, that's too small. You can see right in the gap where he's standing. Which, tell me this doesn't look like fun. Oh, really? Just a nice little... The whole, I would worry about you hitting me if you could hit me. Oh, wow, that would be intimidating if you were, well, intimidating. But we can do this. Make it a much thicker line so that the viewer can tell that that's much closer. And then we'll go back to this for the Oh, I can just hear people saying, Nick, close your line. That'll do. Not great, but it doesn't need to be perfect. And I'll just put a tree over here that I can add. Just give some terrain. Do this nice and easy. Oh, a little bit of Nerf smack talk? A little bit of Wednesday morning Nerf smack talk? Yes, please. Hello. Yeah, well, tell me what you guys have on the mind for me to draw next. And if I like the suggestion, you know, you can do it that way, or of course, if you are really desperate for something to draw, let me see, I need to find something. This needs to be moved way up where I can find it. I need to reorganize my stuff. There we go. You can PayPal me, and I will do a live commission. Commiserate to the pay. Victorian style bat. Ooh. Okay. I have to think on that one. So Gary Oldman? No, sorry. Now we're going to come here. I'm going to add some shading. I'm going to further darken this because line weight is important. Thick lines tell you things. Thin lines tell you things. Line weight matters. Yeah, he needs the smirk. He needs the smirk. Now he's got laid back, quick draw, left-handed style going right here, and I am here for it all day, every day. Okay. Throwing some sidewalk energy over here. Alrighty, this isn't too bad. This is not too bad at all. This down, this down, closed, closed. I'm just checking things real quick, make sure everything is actually closed up enough to work. Alrighty. That should do it. Maybe? Let's find out. We're going to get rid of this. How? Oh, yeah, come over here. Fix the gun. Closed. Closed. That's an unclosed. There we go. Closed. Because I never know just how finicky this is going to be. So, now we're come over here. We're going to add another layer. Blend mode, multiply. We'll refer to other layers, and we'll just go here. We'll use this. Not bad. I missed a little bit of two gaps, but that's on me. All of that is easy to fix. We just bring our good friend the eraser out, and we just go. Not bad. Okay. Now, I do love a good bat. And I mean that. I absolutely adore bats. Let's add a layer real quick. Come here, marker. We're going to, again, do very simple shading on this. Yeah, that's doing wrong because I made a normal layer, not a multiply layer. Nope, that's too dark a shade with that background. That needs to be made a multiply layer again. There we go. Because I goofed something, and we'll go here. That's better. This is just giving me a point to practice some just very grayscale, simple shading. Because this is just a practice piece. Remember, you guys have absolute right to goof up. There's no harm in goofing up. There's a lot to be learned by goofing up. So don't be afraid when you're doing your art to try new things. Playing that. That one I'll have to go hunt down some reference material to work off of. But do this. The shading's a little heavy, but it's fun. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. And just to make my life easier, I'm going to do it. Get the 40 out to cover a bit more space. And then we'll do that, and you guys can tell me what y'all are planning for lunch. I'm sure you have lunch plan. Actually, let's do a lighter shading on the nose. Yeah, there we go. Just enough to throw the joy. Now, add another layer. Multiply. So what are you guys planning for lunch? Bring this down to something much more manageable. So now, I want this one to be green. And then and these guys will be bright red. I'll make these chili darts, which doesn't matter to you guys, but it amuses me. There we go. And we'll get a good stout green going. Green. Go. Now, it's near lunchtime. Oh, okay. So you just had breakfast. Let me see. I love bats. I love how they help pollinate and they eat bugs all the time. And yes, they're amazing. And we've got our first Twitch bot. Hello, Twitch bot. Saw how much houses went. Oh my gosh, I got the measurements online. Same. Dad's a carpenter, so you can only imagine what I had needed to use. Like, well, absolutely. But here, they're not allowed either. Freaking doy. Not fair. Lunch, oh, see, it's 11:30 here. It's near lunchtime here, but I just had breakfast too. Oh, so, yeah, that's right. Yep. It is 11:34, also known as heck o'clock, because that's what it says, or something akin to it. I'll paint this guy. Yeah, let's go through the effort. We'll just give. I'm totally doing this. Okay, no, I'm doing this on the color layer. I did my shade layer first. Okay. We'll just throw some color on him. This is indeed just a. His neck has an extra warp in it. We'll have to figure that out, but that's okay. No biggie. Why am I not using the fill tool? The reason I'm not using the fill tool is because it's fun sometimes to just kind of color pretty. I know I'll have gaps. I know I'll have mistakes. Like, I reflexively did something wrong right there in the neck, and I gave it a really unnatural fold. So what I'm going to have to do is... Oh, that's really bothersome, because that wasn't on purpose. I need to come back down to the line layer. I need to come back down to there and black. And I need... There we go. That looks less. I just have this... have to contend with the fact that I've got some really thick black in here. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about really thick black. Let's do that. There we go. It makes his hair look darker. Back in business now. Just keep things kind of, generic white guy 246 over here. But that's okay. This. Going around, boom, boom, boom. Next, do this. Alrighty, and we're come over here, and because the blaster I base this on is largely team red, we're going to pull a bunch of red on here. I tend toward team red. That should shock nobody. Unless orange and brown are available, then I'm all about the orange and brown. But yeah, actually what I'll do is I'll do the whole thing red, and then I will go over to the highlights once I look at where it needs them. So the whole thing is red. We have to have orange on the tip, and then we'll carry that back. Means we'll carry orange up like so, here and here, giving it a good sense of difference and contrast. Orange slide, orange lower grip. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. That brings joy. Now, his shirt. No, let's just do this first. Blue jean region. Da, 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 and then we just do a shirt, which color do I want to make a shirt? Actually, that's a really good color. Yeah, that's a really good color. We'll do that for sure. And again, just coloring pretty, la la la. And there comes a point where you literally are just coloring like a little kid. And if that doesn't bring you some calm and joy, I don't know what in life will. Just soothingly relax and color. Alrighty, we can get down here. And we can get the rest of his shirt colored in, which I know, again, it's exciting. Orion bad. Orion bad. I'm going to get a laser and off the size a bit. I might leave the background black and white just for highlighting purposes. I'm not as good as I used to be. My brothers and I used to be so good we could shoot the darts that were coming in out of the air. Poor Mandy walked into so many dart fights in the hallway. Actually, it makes good sense that that's too big of a bar. I need to pull it back down. There we go. And then like that. There we go. Oh. Let's just do this like that. That looks a little more full. Grab that. Attach there. Get words happen, and we'll just orange the strap. Oh no, that's my tan color. That's the wrong color for that. Come here. There we are. Actually, no. You know what we'll do? We'll clash a bit. We'll do bright safety green. Because I am working on actually making some tactical gear that is largely fluorescent colors. So that when I am nerfing with the kids, I look extra spanky. There we go. Not bad. Alrighty. So, file. We are going to save this as Nerf Smack Talk. We'll do that. Because I like how it is. I may color the background later, but I'm getting tired of it. So single layer PNG. Bam. 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 Export time lapse. Bam. Doing a little dance. And yep, time lapse for the next one. I appreciate that. Okay, save. And we will go time lapse. We did that, we did that. We come here, we go here. And it's going to bring out Papyrus. Yes. Never mind the furthermore. Now I have to move this part around so that it is actually, oh, typoed. There we go. Typo negative? No. Never mind. File. Export JPEG. Yeah. NTF 43025. And we go boom. We go boom. And we go boom. Now, we're going to come over here for a second. We're going to stop the music. We're going to pick an ad. Oh, let's run this one. Means we have one more to do. And let's see, new. Bam. And we'll save that. And save that. Alrighty. Let's see. What out and time lapse. Victorian bat. Give me a sec. Let me look this up real quick, see what I can find as reference. And yes, there's nothing wrong with referencing. Did I get it? Yep, time lapse is recorded. Well, Tash, you are very talented, and it is wonderful that I have the opportunity to run your ad. Okay, let's go images. Okay. You're not going easy on me today, are you? Okay, cool. We can work with this, though. You want a Victorian bat. That means I need... You make me break out the color mixer. Okay, okay. You really are going to make me break out the color mixer. Jeez. Okay. Sure, we can do that. We can do Victorian bat. Now, come here, come back to... What? No. Want that. Thank you. Shape. I need a lot of brown. What? Oh no, I need a narrow one. Do that. Alrighty. Victorian bat. Gonna make me think about this some, aren't you? If we're doing Victorian, it will require detailing and frou-frous. You guys are gonna make me work hard. Okay. It's okay. All right. Actually, I need to do this one almost in pencil. Let's add myself another layer just to make life easy on myself. Got a lot of options for inspiration here. But I think since I'm trying to transfer ideas, just start here. Ooh, I don't know though. That's tempting. That's tempting. Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's do one of those. Let me explain. My favorite type of bat, which you chuck, and nobody who's a long-time viewer of this channel, is of course the fox bats. So we're going to put this, I'm going to have to shape a bit, but we're getting there. And the neat thing about using the slightly Victorian model is I can be off because a lot of the images weren't exact. You know, please don't come at me, Bat Fam. I'm doing the best I can. But we can work on this. We can definitely work on this. But let's see. I'm going to do this like this. You're not going to see the connection. That's fine. Bats tend to come in and they got like MC Hammer Pants legs a little bit. And their claws are, it's so weird. Bats are so weird. I love them. I love bats. I've drawn lots of little puppy dogs, so we'll do bats this time for Sarah. Oh, my Easter weekend was very. Actually, it was interesting because my time with my family was wonderful, but I had difficult run in that I had to be involved with getting someone I care about into uh, a hospital visit, so to speak, for their own health, and that was very very trying. I had another person need a talk down kind of scenario, so did that. It just there was a lot, uh, and I had something that triggered one of my old traumas. I've talked about before, but when I was working at McDonald's, I was nearly crushed under. Well, I was crushed under a literal ton, a half ton and a ton of frozen hamburgers in boxes, and it nearly. Yeah, that's my problem. This boy needs a little more bulk. It nearly was my undoing, and it caused me a lot of pain and stuff. But I am still very uh, uh, uncomfortable with dark, tight places. And what happened was I was working in my basement, and the overhead light bulb blew, and I at the same time as that blew, my one of those fabric carts opened up and it knocked over some boxes. So suddenly it was dark and there were things kind of flying at me. That did not really help my situation. So that kind of stunk. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. It was quite some time ago. Oh, yes. I'm not going to be quite as anatomical as I could with this picture. Um, but on a happier story, because I am drawing a fox bat, when I was in third grade, I'll say third grade, my dad escorted me on a field trip to the Brookfield Zoo, and they were just building their Jungle World exhibit. And since the exhibit wasn't done, they did an animal encounter. That animal encounter involved a giant, very large, not giant, but fox bat. And that fox bat took it on himself to fly over and land on my head and not wish to leave. So the rest of the kids got to go wander around Brookfield Zoo and see other exhibits. And my dad and I, and a very nice zookeeper, had to sit and try to coax this bat off my head. But uh, it meant that there. It meant I couldn't go anywhere because they were, I couldn't go outside. The fox bat would escape, and they were worried that it would claw me, and I'd get hurt and sue the zoo, which I mean, while a scientific possibility, is a highly unlikely, because one, they're fairly gentle creatures, and two, animals get along with me fairly well. Just do this like that. I'm going to come back later. I'm going to work on this a bit more, but I've got plans. What's your favorite bat or vampire movie? Okay. Favorite vampire movie? The classic, was it 1939, 38? Dracula with Bela Lugosi. Undefeatable. Favorite bat movie, though, would be The Bat. I don't know. It's either The Bat or The Devil Bat. Probably The Bat with Agnes Moorehead and Vincent Price. Because Vincent Price looked remarkably like my grandfather. And I adored my grandfather, Max. And I adored Vincent Price. He is probably the greatest horror actor of all time, and certainly the undisputed master of the macabre. Plus, he was always a refined and civil gentleman. And though I fail, he is somebody I aspire to be like in my older years. To take delight in their work. And gosh, if he wasn't one of the funniest men alive at points. If you really have a chance, watch Comedy of Errors. Now, Elvira is in a whole different universe. I actually have several Elvira. Well, she's upside down because I had to move her. But I have an Elvira standee over there. My plush Elvira is right there. I have a couple Elviras over there, and one still in the box. I have an Elvira pin tucked away someplace very safe. Sarah gave it to me, and I love it. And I have the Elvira tin movie covers. I grew up on Elvira. She cemented my love for a very specific type of woman, being somebody with a really kind of dark sense of humor. It's just who and what I am about. Just gonna do this. If this were like a serious published piece, I might do more. But I looked at a reference, and I think it was on Etsy. So I got a glance at that, and I'm kind of rocking from there. But we're rocking our way through. We're knocking out some good pictures. Some bluebells in here. Yeah, I'm drawing flowers from memory again, guys. I'm going to get myself in trouble. That's okay. What do we got? Oh, okay. That's nothing I need to terribly worry about. I do keep my comments going just in case things are required. Ew, it might rain. I don't want rain. I have plans that would do better without rain. Thank you very much. Let's do that like that. And we'll do one of these guys kind of flat over here. Whoop, that's okay. This looks very much like a leather print, and I'm okay with that. I have to do a little bit of cleanup, but not much. Let me see if I go. Oh, good. I am doing this on a layer separate from that, so I can just clean up easily. All right. Let's just add another layer, blend mode, multiply. Get my airbrush out. We're going to shrink this down to a more manageable size. Come here. Give me something I can actually work with. And we're just going to airbrush it a bit. It'll make it pop. I may play with the opacity once I get this airbrushed, because it may need to be lighter than it's coming out. But that's not a major issue. Yes, I love Elvira. I learned that bats don't like what whistling I can do. Oh, really? I find that bats love me, especially when I'm in a specific mood. If I'm in a specific mood and the bats are around, they come and they fly in circles around my head and hang out. It's very nice. Okay, we're popping along on this. I don't know if I like that. It's a little rowdy. It's a little rowdy over here. Oh, you discorn it. Yes, I do. Ho, 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 ho. I have not forgotten about the Elvira pop that is slated to come my way. Oh, beautiful Sarah. Yeah. Let me get my blur tool out. Do I want my blur? Do I want my blend? Yeah, I think I want my blur. Well, let's get my blend on. That's giving me. Yeah, I like that. It's giving me. That's smoothing it out better. That's what it needed. Got that. And yes, I have the background from that music stuck in my head. It softens things quite a bit. Gives it that more delicate look that I wanted, that sort of tea stain. Oh, okay. Now, do we like this? Do we like this? We like this. I think we like this. No. You don't ever have to do anything for me. You need to keep your momentum going. Oh, okay. Let me go back to my airbrush a little bit. Yes, I understand. And we have to find a way to get you a little more stable in multiple ways and try to be of service. I'll give just a little bit of shading to this now. I do like how that came out. I need to play more with this color palette. It's just fun. Okay, so let me get a pen. So where do I want to sign it? Okay, this is a fun one. It really is a fun one, though. There we are. Nope. Well, that's fun. Just fun. Okay. Cool. So we're going to go save as Victorian Bat. I almost drew a lady in the Victorian Bat costume I saw, but this works better for now. Now we'll go, we will export the time lapse. Forgot to export the ping, so I'll export the ping. Oh, I hit cancel. Shoot. Okay, so we'll have to do this again. Export the ping. Yes. Okay. Yes. File. Export the time lapse because I goofed up. Thank you. Politicians are like vampires? Oh, no, I believe in vampires. Thank you. Yep, do it that way. And now we just here. Never mind the furthermore. And this one was heavily influenced by stuff I found. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to go here. And should be the 2nd of March of May. May 2nd. It's gonna be May. Okay. Export single layer JPEG. NTF. Whoops. 5/2/25. I've got to get some stuff done. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you. Psychic vampires and politicians have more overlap than anybody wants to talk about. Okay, so let's see. I could keep going for a bit. Yeah, we'll save that. We'll go recent. I'm going to get working on this for a bit. I'm going to run some ads, and then I'm going to put in some shade time on this, maybe play with some lighting, and maybe start the next one. Let's see, but she needs that. Alrighty. Breathe, Sarah. Take a breath. There is a lot that's going on right now, and it's best we work through it slowly and gently. But let me see. Do I want? See, my problem is I kind of really like this color. Sort of. This is one of the characters the teens play at the library, and I am trying to decide if I want to do a shade layer on her or just leave her in the flats, because the flats look really, really good. But I want to see. So I'm going to do a little bit of work here in just let's see, brush size, in just some simple shading real quick. That's not dark enough to see, I guess. What was that, 15? Oh, that's 10. Let's go 15. I might not be able to shade her. There we go. Yeah, I can shade her hair. But yeah, this is much closer to what my artwork looks like when I get a chance to slow down and work on it. And I'm just going to work because I have like 8 of these characters I have to have done by Thursday. I've been putting it off too long. And I already did one, and they already got it. I just have to find the picture file for it for my own miniature sakes. But I don't want to do a lot of shading on her. She's just she started out human and died and was rezzed as an elf. So I am keeping her that. There's a lot of Anita Blake energy in this picture. Hi, Sarah. Wow, I wasn't even looking up. And you couldn't tell. You could tell I wasn't looking up. But yes, she is. Believe it or not, the person that this is based on actually quite looks like Anita Blake, as a very, very young Anita Blake. But I love working with the teens, and I love designing characters for them. Of course, all their characters are not young teens, because obviously, but I think this is a good character design, and I want to do NPCs based on them and put NPCs based on all of them in the book when I get it published. So we're just going to do this. And we're going to go here. And I think this is going to look really good. Like I said, I needed some time. I need to sit and work on this. So you guys are getting kind of some bonus art right now. I hope it doesn't offend. Okay. Oh, well, you'll be fine. You'll be fine, Thesis. Second graders are a fairly well-behaved lot as ages go. Now, if you walk into a middle school, that's a whole different ballgame. Middle school is not for the weak of heart. There we go. I'm just going to do a bit of this. So I want the shading to be slightly understated. I want the picture to be, was appropriate. But it needed done, and if I talk to you guys while I do it, it is more likely to go quick. Now, the only downside is I can't listen to the kind of music I normally would listen to, because I normally listen to a lot of things that are very, very copyright strikeable. And it all depends on my mood. There we go. That's not bad. That isn't bad, is it? Okay. I think this one might actually. Do I want it? There's a cleanness to this that I don't want to lose by being over detailed. So I don't know. I'm okay. I want to do a little bit of light effect. Just the slightest bit of light effect. I need to find the right color. Let's see how long. I kind of like the green. Just a little bit of like green rim lighting. No, I want the green back. Just like a little bit here. Yes, I know it gives her a little bit of Shigo energy, but it also screams elf, and I like that. I'm a big fan of dark elves, and I'm a big fan of like moon elves. So we tend to rock that one. Oh yeah, children can absolutely be viral hazards. Let's see if I went yellow with it. Yeah, let me look. Let me see how the yellow looks. Actually, I kind of like what it's doing here. So hold on, because what I'm going to do is put the yellow right where I was. Ooh, that's overdoing it. That's overdoing it right there. That's when you've messed too much. I could feel it go. We go back to that spot, and we just add a little bit of the yellow. Okay, that's not bad. That it's brighter, but it will also make the brassy bits look right. There we go. Give it that glow. Yeah, again, got to keep it somewhat understated. Yeah, I like that. I like the way that picture came out. I know I didn't have a lot on that one, but that one I'm going to call done. So we'll save as boom. Yes, replace it because this is fabulous. And then export a ping. Alrighty, okay. Now, new. I am not using that. I am using I think I'm using Kindle. Yep. I think these are the same. No, these aren't. Okay. So I need to try this again. New. Was that actually just the magic card blank? It was. Cool. Okay. Thank you. Now, let me see. I need to check my references here and my list of who needs work next. Did they get moved? possibly. It's going to be an older picture, sorry. Yep. Let's see now. Okay, we need another color. This is just gonna be the start of the pencils on this one, because I usually go about 3 hours and I don't want to run short. So we're just gonna work on this character just a bit. And right now, again, just rough pencils. Nothing to anything. Just rough pencils. The original version of this character had big hair, but I think there was a haircut involved in the game, so we'll work with this. What we'll do, we'll kind of contain her big hair into something more like this, and that's going to give her still that kind of static energy, if that makes sense. And we're going to do this, and we're just letting loose a bit. Okay, now gotta get some torso lines, get that torso going. Thank you. And we're just gonna get here. See, I have an art program coming up very soon. When I do this art program, I'm going to have to I'm going to have to draw a lot of pictures very quickly, which means I have to work on my speed and accuracy, which is why you're not hearing any music, because the music is a nice cheat for me, but it isn't a resource that I have access to when I'm doing the program, because I have to speak to a lot of people. So I got to kind of bang this out. There we go. Let's see, how many players do I have? I currently have 10 players. 12. Let's see. 8, 7. So yeah, about 12 regulars at the library, and 3 of them are men or boys, whatever. So the women have more details to their clothing. I'm probably going to have to pull this one back to have the full shape, but do this. Get the sketches. Now, I'm curious, and I mean this wholeheartedly. Would you guys be interested in more content like this? Would you guys like to see me doing my commission work? Because I am a relatively cheap artist. I'm rather fast, but I just need to know what you guys like. Or would you prefer I just do my 3 and then drop it? I really want to know. Because right now, do one of these. Oh no, I'm using cheater hand positions so bad right now. But this is just in the sketch. We'll worry about that later. There we go. So these are all NPCs based on some of my players, and let's see. There's a bit of corsetry involved. Now, I do hope you guys make time in your schedule to come by the NDCD channel at about 8 o'clock tonight. They'll be doing independent and individual projects. I have projects I want to get done, but it will be weather related if I can fire up the new forge or not. If I can fire up the new forge, I will do so. And I will forge some small nails into swords. And then if I have time, I'll sit and wire wrap the swords. But there we go. It's all about being chill and hanging out with your friends while you do stuff. It's sort of a living embodiment of accountability. So I don't know. I hope you guys make it. I don't know if I will. Like I said, my evenings and my weekends are very much family attached. I have a block of today that I usually reserve around 3 hours, and if I have the chance to, which I apparently do today, I will get more stuff done that I need to get done. Now, I would love to work on actual D&D like dungeon design for you guys, but I don't trust my players not to peek, as there's a good chance that they may be watching in the background right now. And if they are, well, I wish them the best. But, we'll see. We'll just do this. It's not as many as the original, but those get real hard to detail as time goes by. And then we'll put the little dinglies. Give 3 dinglies for each one. Scientifical term dinglies. And then we'll just give Flo a skirt, because I haven't quite decided how I want to do the hemline. Oh. Now, if I were doing this as a portrait, I would stop here. I love this angle, but I think I'm going to have to zoom her out to add a little bit more. I don't know. Let's hold on. Big yawn. Let's get into it. But yes, I'm glad you guys are having fun, and I'm glad you like my energy, Dash. I know I'm kind of slower than I should be these days, but I'm not doing too bad. That's not bad for a rough sketch. What pen do I want to use? Do I want to just stick with the G pen? I don't know. I kind of like the G pen. To those not necessarily in chat, lurking is great. Just don't know when to stop talking. You don't need to worry about stopping talking. I enjoy the company. You see, when I zoom in on a rough sketch like that, I suddenly feel like I couldn't draw my way out of a wet paper bag. But that's why. Oh, boink. Would help if I go black on this one. We have line work. And I just slow down. And I can work and find the lines that are inside the rough sketch to find the image that I'm looking for. It just takes time. I'm enjoying this immensely because this is what I started out streaming. One of the things I first started streaming was chatty art courses. That eye is entirely too small. Nope. One more line back. There we go. Much better. I am heavily influenced by years and years and years of doing anime art and doing anthro art. Yes, I do a lot. I have done and will continue to do a lot of so-called furry art, and that's fine because it's a valid art form. But there we are. Alrighty. Oh, God. So now we're getting, I totally enjoy our interactions. Next month, no date set is the goal for the next trip, and I'm going to bring stuffs with me. Thank you. BCAM has Calgon. Okay. Well, I will send you the dates that practices start up. And then you and BKM and Cookie are more than welcome to come down. That ear needs to come up just a bit because she is human in this game. Let's see, how's that? I may need to play with the mouth position on that. But I'm going to come up here. I'm going to fix the rounding just a bit. There we go. I want some stray curls though. I like to draw different kinds of hair on different kinds of people. There we go. Oh, let's see. How's that looking? I need to zoom out sometimes to go, okay, that's not bad. Considering this is actually scaled to be the size of a sorry, be scaled to be the size of a magic card. So this is still like many, many, many times larger than it was intended to be. That's okay. And if anyone has questions about how I'm drawing something or why I'm doing something, don't hesitate to interrupt me. I want you guys to have some concept of, getting to see this stuff, and much of this may appear eventually in a publication I'm doing. So So we'll see about that. There we are. A lot of times I hold my breath when I'm inking. It's an old habit. The problem is I'll forget to start breathing again. Another one of those joyous things about being neurodivergent. Automatic systems aren't automatic for me. So I will literally forget to breathe or forget, well, this means I have to go to the bathroom or car. Till it's like pressing or, I haven't eaten all day. Oh, darn. That's why I often munch little candies or little things while I'm streaming to keep my blood sugars up. Let's see. Okay, you're concerned about Lafayette's headquarters downtown. I wouldn't, because I really have faith that the pushback on what's going on for that sort of thing will likely will make it unprofitable enough that certain parties won't be able to keep what they're doing going. It'll be spiky, but I have faith. Of the heart. This is a little thick line for me, but again, I forget the scale I'm working at. So I need to finish off that ring. We'll just do that. There we go. Let me again, it's the zoom out, make sure I'm not messing anything up too much. Check my scaling, come right back home. Drawing things like lacing always takes a lot of time, because if I want to do it right, I have to keep in mind which lace is on top, which lace is on the bottom. Oops, see, I made a mistake there. I'm going to erase it in a second, but because I was talking about instead of doing it. There we go. Yeah, so trip for now, moving from blue to red state is freaking me out. Working with. You are indeed moving from a blue state to a red state, but you are moving to a very blue part of a red state, and one with international support, being that the college will not allow a certain measure of shenanigan to occur. I believe in my alma mater with extreme faith. So do have faith. I'm not saying have faith in your elected officials. Have faith in the rather financially influential individuals at Purdue not allowing too much shenaniganry to occur. I got to do some cleanup there, but that gets me. So, and yes, I thought you guys might enjoy seeing how I do actual. These aren't technically commissions. This is technically gift art publication fodder, but it's the same process. And I could use money, so I'm going to make sure I'm in shape to acquire it. Because, blasters don't buy themselves. And I'm going to be donating a great many to the Benton County Public Library at the end of summer. So, do that. Back out. Take a breather. Do some easier, less precise work. There we go. Oh, she's coming along quite nicely. Oh. And I'm going to play with the fabric wrinkles and crinkles, because wrinkles and crinkles are fun. and they're hard, so naturally I have to try to do them. But I'm going to cut that in like that. I need to look more into high fashion magazines again. I get some great ideas from high fashion magazines. Then we can come here, and we can go here. The nice thing about this particular kind of project is because it's a free project and just something I said I was going to do, and I tend to be a man of my word, especially for the teens. Uh, there isn't the heavier stress found in some of my other type of commissions. Oh. But it's been a bit, so I'm going to run an ad. So what we're going to do, let's see, who needs an ad? Because I need to get up and stretch. So we will run Sisters of the Hook already. Oh, I'll run this one.
From the moment Security Chief Michael Fassino heard her lilting voice, he was smitten with the Irish lady in distress. But what's invaded his home station at Calidar? And what's that Irish voice doing in his head?
You can find all of Donna Carlene's books on Lulu.com. Find out more about her on the NDCD page at ndcd.org.
Alrighty. So we're getting somewhere on this one. I'm going to have, because of all the rumples, I'm going to have a real fun time getting all these lines closed so I can do fills. But I'm okay with that. Let's see. Today is Wednesday. I have to remind myself I have another day to work on this, but hers is about, the line work is about done, I think. And I'm just going to use, again, some nice little hand cheater tricks I have picked up over the years, because I see no reason not to. This is a fun picture. This is a fun picture. I like how it came out. I like the sense of movement to it. It could be a challenging picture. Just want to put a couple little lines there just to keep things going. I'm going to have to do the edge darkening a little bit just to make sure everything is closed off. So this is coming out pretty good. I hope she likes it. I don't know. I still have a few more I have to do. But let's see. Technically, I have 3 done because I did one of the gentlemen quite a while ago because he came by and asked for, I actually paid for it early at IndieCD.com. There we go. And there we go. And we're just bopping along. Oh, we got comment. Sorry. I don't want you guys to feel comment neglected. Where are we? Nice ad, isn't it? Donna's new ad is very good. Yeah, it's funny. You must like the art, because when you like the art, you guys get quiet. Okay, now I gotta look at her colorations. Let's hide the sketches. Oh, that came out not bad. She still needs her glasses, though. I forgot. That's why her face looks empty to me. She needs her glasses. All right, now. Oops, and I already hate the line. Like, you can't hate the line already. Oh, I can. I'm just going to go. That actually came out pretty good. No, it didn't. That one's too low. Okay, so I'm going to have to do the hard thing and do that. And then I have to come by and actually careful erase. Careful erase. Careful. And see, the nice thing about, well, not the nice thing, but one of the nice things about having you guys here with me is I don't feel insane when I'm talking to myself. And you're allowed to say things. You're allowed to talk. I adore having my audience speak with me. And I adore the folks who are being kind enough to be quiet and just sit back and watch the art. Hopefully you guys are learning some stuff. I don't like that. And if you are enjoying and learning stuff, please hit that like button. Now that I've done this, I want to go here and give this a bit of Jimmy goodness. There we go. We have to, I'm sorry, I keep saying parts that need coloring. Okay, let me look and see how tight everything looks. Pretty solid. I'm not sure I have anything to complain about, but okay, it was a different rock, but I like the way this is set up, so I'm going to leave that like that. And we'll just close that so I can do, because these are separate sleeves. Man, I wish I had a good like lace fill that I could put in for those sleeves to make them a really dark black lace, but we'll figure something out. So let's start with the new layer, blend mode, multiply. Let's start dropping some colors in this. Very dark brown for the hair, and there is an opening that I missed somewhere. Oh, okay. Oh, this, I see what happened. This needs to be back to normal. And then add a layer. We'll try it now. Not darken. Multiply. Thank you. For 2 other layers. Ah, wait, there's the opening. I see it. It's right over here. I knew this hair would be problematic. Okay. Now, we come back over here. Come back over here, and go boom, 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 boom. What I want to do is essentially flat it. I know I'll have to come back with the pen tool and get the primary colors of this, but if I flat as much in as I can when I'm projecting like this, I have more time to work on the thing. Oh, there's the problem. I saw that as soon as I got there. This is why we close our lines. You guys get to watch me suffer. Oh, I hate how that line bunched. Okay, well, let's just use the eraser to shape that a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Da, 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 da. Okay, there we go. And I shouldn't need. Oh, you're going to be problematic. I can see that that's going to be problematic, so I'm going to have to go in there and fix you again because you're rowdy. Right here will do. Right here will do. Back up. And a lot of this is just keeping track of what layer I'm on and not making the same mistakes I always make, because this material will be repeated throughout the course. I need this for now. That looks like it's going to work. Oh, I have a little bit of an error there. I can fix that real quick with my eraser. We'll just come in here and be like, yeah. A little news. And you love doing everything. Love work. Both works equals 100% guarantee. Cool. Okay, and I think I'll use the same color that I have yoinked. Actually, no, I want a slightly darker blacky color for these. When I go yoink. Well, guess there's an open spot on that sleeve, but there isn't on this one. Where's the opening? Okay. Let's fix the opening, shall we? Possibly right here. I don't really see any other chunk that could be opened, so it has to be that little piece. We shall see. And I'm getting messages on the private line. Nope. Oh, wrong layer anyway. But, oh, geez, Archie, it's done by the hand. We'll zap right there, and we'll zap there. Now, let's see. Well, it worked in black, but that's not the color I want. This is the color I want. And I'm on the wrong layer. Cool. There we are. The sleeves are different because the sleeves in the source material are different. Now, if I were working off of how do I put this? Reference material, and I knew I wanted it to be exactly the same color, I could color pick right off of that. But I don't feel the need. Wow, this came along quite nicely. Yeah, that's not going to work because that is nowhere near closed off enough. We can go here. We can go to the Jeep. And I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is where you get to find what's actually wrong with this picture. Although that color is a statement. Color, you can't tell. Okay. We're going to do this for her eyes for now because I think that's a good color. There we are. Grab that because that needs to be there. And this is where I get to start just essentially patching my way through to whatever needs. Oh, overdid that. There we go. To whatever needs fixed, because many of these holidays down. Holidays are what my dad called any spot I missed when I was assigned to paint something. It's a holiday. You took a holiday on that spot, huh, Nick? Okay. Sure, sir. I'll redo it. Yes, you will, till it's better. But I don't feel so bad because when I've used the fill tool, that means it's holidays the fill tool took, not me. And there are ways to tweak the fill tool to make it a little less likely to make holidays. I understand that. But and you'll see every once in a while when I'm switching colors, I am just using the color drop, which is pre-programmed to this little button. Thank you. There we go. We'll do this, and we'll do this. We'll do this, and we'll keep trucking. Go here, here, go here. All right. Do I like how this is going? Yes, this needs to go right there. I need to use the light gold color for this chunk, although it could be silver. I want the different shine. And I know with the way I did those links, there's no way on God's green earth it would be done, quote unquote, right. Oh, there we go. How are we doing now? How's that coming out? That's really good. All right. I really like this one. Okay, so next layer. Blend mode multiply. We'll do some basic shading. And I'm going to use the similar method. And we're just going to rock this a bit. Halfway with those eyes. And this means I am I know I gotta play with this one a bit because lots of shading issues. Do this like so. Like so. And we're gonna come over here and go. Now this is just using a simple tint. I could do a color match kind of thing where I just grab it and double the layer. But right now, I'm just using the gray to give me the shading that I want. It's a nice beefy shader. Broad, just throwing the shade on. Yeah, I'm throwing shade. I throw shade on my streams, you know that. If there's tea, I'm going to spill it. The top half is so things I love wearing. Couldn't find anything like it near me, so they were Amazon purchases. I believe the original outfit that this was based on was largely thrifted. So gives you something else to look forward to in with your move. But my back is getting a little sore. I need to do some stretching again. And but that is like I could tell when I've hit my 3-hour line. But we'll keep going for a little bit more. I want to make sure I have the watch hours. I am debating changing my format over to stream on Twitch and then VOD it over to YouTube. So I have to find out how many of you regulars would be comfortable switching over to Twitch, just because it takes a whole lot less to get monetization over on Twitch than it does on YouTube. So we need to talk about that. Although I think I'm going to call that one done too, because that one looks frankly good. And I'm not comfortable saying my stuff looks good, but this time I think it looks pretty schwanky. So I will sign it. I think that looks pretty good. So, just say that because I'll know what it is. Well, it's one of those where I stream both places, and like I said, I would like to possibly get I forgot to record the time lapse. I knew I missed one, but that stinks. Oh, I need to shade her hair. Shoot. Okay, hold on. I see something I missed. I thought I was done. I am not. I totally forgot to shade her hair. Like so. This like so, and this like so. There we go. Just give it a little bit of shading there. And a little down here. It's subtle, but it would have bugged me. Which means I could do this again. File save. Boom. File save as. Boom. PNG. Save. Yes. Okay. So that means I only have 7 more to do times what, half hour a piece if I work really hard. 3.5 hours. I should be able to squeeze that out, depending on the challenging. I forgot to. Yep, it's okay. And forgot to provide time lapse. It's okay. Proving I'll remind you when you remember. And we both forget at the same time. And we like that one. So pretty. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. But let's see now. So we got 5 pictures done today. We'll say 4.5 because the other one was mostly finished. I have, let's go solo. I have a good bit of things I want to do with the rest of my day, so including getting some lunch, as I'm rather hungry. So, guys, let me run a couple ads, and then we'll wrap it up if that sounds okay for you. So let's see.
Welcome, bunnies. It's Robin Yoda. My Twitch stream has changed. I'm playing Saturdays and Sundays at 2 p.m. If there's any schedule change, I'll let you know by posting on X, Blue Sky, and sometimes Facebook. You can follow all my socials, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, and sign up for my YouTube channel. It's also Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny, where I repost all of my streams. So come join me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Robin Yoda for some awesome streams. And once again, thanks for watching.
Hello, I'm Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Abelian Webzine, the world's oldest free creative writing e-zine since 1997. Since then, we have helped over 500 amateur writers learn what they needed to turn pro. www.aphelion-webzine.com and read not only what we've got going on right now, but 28 years worth of our archives of stories. Thank you very much.
Alrighty, and of course, it's not one of my shows if I don't run this.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I am Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
Alrighty, folks. Please, as I turn to work on the stuff for my next Nerf video, always going, guys, keep writing, keep drawing, keep creating, because as long as you do, you can edit it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. Okay, guys? I will be back Friday, both here on the Nicholas Tockert channel for Nevermind the Furthermore, and over on the Historical Fencing Guild channel for the Historical Fencing Guild's live stream. Sometime, hopefully Thursday, knock on wood, I'll have another Nick Knows Nerf up for your viewing pleasure on all the accounts. And everything now funnels into my Twitch over at NickT_artist. This week, and the world, and everything that seems so overpowering is going to really become what we build of it. We are living in a time of stories and history, of great passions and great clashes of ideology. Please actively think of what you want your story to say, and do what you can to make it the best story possible, folks. Toodles.